Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, our breaking news, Chopper 11 over I-79 in Butler County. It looks okay now, but there was a bad crash that had a section of the highway shut down for hours. At one point, drivers were at a total standstill. That scene was finally cleared about 30 minutes ago. Let's get over to Channel 11's traffic anchor, Tricia Pittman, with what she knows about what caused the mess that lasted for hours.
Peggy, earlier this morning, a car crossed the center median and hit a tractor trailer head on. We do know one person was taken from the scene by medical helicopter. We do not know of any other injuries. And it took several hours for police to do their accident investigation and reconstruction. And then, as you can see from Chopper 11 live over the scene, that they actually brought out, for lack of a better word, street cleaning vehicles, and they actually did clean the pavement there along 79 northbound between the Zillionopol and Portersville interchanges. That's where this accident occurred around mile marker 92 earlier this morning. All lanes southbound opened previous to the northbound lanes being open, but now northbound lanes open as well. Again, you can see them there literally cleaning the lanes of 79 northbound. So take a look right now at the current flow in that area, moving along just fine as the accident has been cleared. Still a little bit of slow-going traffic on 19, which was being used as the alternate route. But at this point, all lanes open in both directions. Peggy?
All right, thank you, Tricia. More breaking news now. New coronavirus cases in Allegheny County have dipped back below 100. The county health department says it has learned of 97 new cases since yesterday. The 7-day average for Allegheny County is under 100 new cases per day, so that's good. Although 6 more deaths were reported, 4 of those patients were in long-term care facilities. The health department also says 8 more people were admitted to hospitals. The Pittsburgh Public School District is now recommending no fall sports. The school board will have the final say, though. Superintendent Anthony Hamlet released a statement saying that they understand the valuable role strong athletic programs contribute to the overall student experience, but that their #1 priority is student safety. The school board has a vote planned for August 26th. That comes on the heels of Governor Wolf's recommendation. Yesterday, he caught a lot of people off guard when he said that school sports would be put on hold until January. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association Board is meeting behind closed doors right now, and in the past hour, we learned that it will hold a voting session later today. Last week, the PIAA announced fall sports would move forward with no spectators. They called Wolf's announcement, quote, tremendously disappointing.
It was devastating to hear that we did all this work for nothing, and now we here we have a season. It's like, it's important to us.
I'll be very devastated, but I can't hit it. I can't take it too hard because, like my mom said, you always kind of keep moving forward in life. So I'd be devastated, but I'd keep getting to work.
The PIAA says schools have worked diligently to create health and safety plans to allow students to safely return to athletics. State Republican lawmakers characterized the governor's decision as out of bounds. Senate Majority Leader Jake Corman said the announcement just came out of nowhere and will devastate student athletes, parents, and their communities. He's calling on the PIAA to continue with its plan for youth sports despite the governor's recommendation. The Board of Directors plans to release an official statement today, and you can look for continuing coverage of this on the WPXI News app and Channel 11 News at 5. Now, breaking news from the Penguins. A switch at goalie. Tristan Jerry will be in the net for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup qualifier. It is win or go home. The Pens are down 2-1 against Montreal in a best-of-5 series. Matt Murray had 27 saves Monday night, but he helped let the game get away from the Pens on Wednesday. The face-off is at 4 this afternoon. The Steelers are one of 3 NFL teams who had 0 players opt out of playing this season. Athletes were given the option of not playing over coronavirus concerns, and the deadline to tell the league was yesterday. Mike Tomlin said he was confident he would have a complete roster heading into on-field workouts at training camp. The Steelers do have 3 players on the reserve COVID-19 list. Teams are not allowed to reveal if those players tested positive or if they just came into contact with someone who had the virus. Since the start of the outbreak, the Port Authority of Allegheny County has allowed workers with high health risks and family care issues to stay home with pay, but they've ordered everyone to get back to work. Channel 11's Mike Holden explains why.
The Port Authority may soon have some issues when it comes to staffing workers and drivers for buses like this. There is growing concern from riders, and they're wondering what will happen next in the middle of this pandemic. The Port Authority has ordered all employees who are not sick or in quarantine to come back to work. Some have been off due to COVID-19, general health concerns, and child care issues. They're now being asked to return in preparation for full, already scheduled bus service, which starts on August 23rd. A Port Authority spokesperson says they are taking necessary precautions on board with protective barriers and social distancing practices. However, he says they are short on staffing and have been since the beginning of the pandemic. Even with ridership down to half of what it once was, they are still trying to fill pre-routes and get people to where they need to go. Riders told us this is crucial.
I really think they should come back to work, you know. I mean, you just got to take precaution and you just got to sanitize and keep your distance and everything.
Port Authority spokesperson Jim Ritchie told Channel 11 they are working through the process and in part, quote, "We are doing everything possible to provide the transit services our region needs while protecting employees and riders." I'm now tracking the community impact if routes were to get cut, plus working to get a statement from the union for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting downtown, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
The need for food is still high in our area, so 412 Food Rescue is having two distributions this week. The first is this afternoon, 1 o'clock in Clairton. The other is tomorrow on the north side. The details are up on your screen. Each household can receive a box full of fresh dairy and produce items, and you can either walk up or drive up in your car. The FDA is loosening the requirements for surgical masks, citing shortages. This means disposable, single-use masks can now be used in healthcare settings. Nurses unions, governors, and other groups say they're struggling to get personal protective equipment for frontline healthcare workers. The White House has repeatedly said PPE supplies are adequate. The U.S. has already seen so much death from COVID-19. Now there's a new prediction that it can get much worse. A new tracking model says deaths in the U.S. could jump to 300,000 by the end of the year. But as NBC's Tom Costello reports, that model also shows there's a way to keep that from happening.
A grim new prediction. Nearly 300,000 deaths in the U.S. before the new year, according to a research center at the University of Washington. Almost double the number of deaths the country has seen since March. However, experts say if nearly everyone starts wearing masks now, that figure plummets and almost 70,000 lives could be saved.
If every individual is wearing a mask is putting the brakes on transmission by 40%, that starts to add up.
The alarming model coming as the nation's death toll from the virus surged past 160,000 on Thursday. One of the latest victims, a 7-year-old boy with no underlying conditions, the youngest to die from the virus in the state of Georgia.
I had no symptoms.
In Ohio, Governor Mike DeWine taking a test in order to be cleared to meet with President Trump, initially tested positive.
You can contract it even when you're being very, very careful.
Then, hours later, getting negative results in a second test.
You'll have to do a 14-day quarantine.
In the country's first COVID-19 epicenter, New York, checkpoints for travelers coming from travel advisory states are up and running with mixed reaction.
I think it is a terrible idea, and the reason for that is just the traffic in New York is already a mess.
I wish every state was doing this.
Dr. Deborah Birx, in a private call with officials obtained by the Center for Public Integrity, is now pointing to 9 other major cities, including Chicago, Boston, and Detroit, and California's Central Valley, warning they could be in trouble as numbers continue to rise. The nation's capital also on the list. As President Trump declared without any evidence Thursday, a vaccine could be ready by Election Day.
I'm optimistic that it'll be probably around that date.
Dr. Anthony Fauci predicting, though, it may take a little bit longer.
My projection, which is only a projection, is that somewhere towards the end of the year, the beginning of 2021, we will know whether we have a safe and effective vaccine.
Also today, the State Department lifting its advisory on Americans traveling abroad, but that doesn't mean you would get in, because Americans are not allowed to enter Canada, the European Union, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, countries in South America, the Bahamas, all because right now the U.S. is still very much a hot zone. I'm Tom Costello. Back to you.
And breaking news, a new lawsuit has been filed against the Pittsburgh Catholic Diocese over one of the priests named as a predator in the grand jury report on clergy abuse. The victim claims Father Leo Burchianti sexually assaulted him while he was an altar boy at Immaculate Conception Parish in the 1960s. In addition to the diocese, the man is suing the Immaculate Conception Parish, Cardinal Donald Wuerl, and Bishop David Zubik. We will be going through that lawsuit and reaching out to the diocese. That's coming up on Channel 11 News at 5. Sunny today, a warm-up for the weekend. Meteorologist Jessica Faith has her forecast for us in Severe Weather Center 11. Jessica.
And this weekend is looking dry, but for today we could see a few hit-and-miss showers, more miss than hit, meaning most of the area will remain dry with a few isolated showers expected. As we look farther off toward the east, kind of night and day compared to our area, there are some very strong thunderstorms now pushing east of State College. Even a severe thunderstorm warning. You can see the lightning strikes right there in the periods of heavier downpours. And again, that is pushing away from our area. But we could, again, get a few isolated showers later into this afternoon. Not likely going to last long. So if you have any Friday plans, just make sure to be weather aware. Temperature is mild. So if you're eating lunch outside for today, you are good to go. Again, we are looking dry. A good bit of sunshine outside. A few clouds still hanging around, but a good bit of sunshine again coming onto the landscape. Upper 70s for most and a few lower 80s on the map, including 82 degrees in Washington, 79 in Pittsburgh, and 77 degrees in Greensburg. But up next, I'll let you know which communities are likely going to see showers later this afternoon.
A mother murdered by a stranger, shot while she was sleeping. Now her family is speaking out.
She was the cool mom. Like, everybody wanted her to be their actual mom because she was a cool mom.
Only on 11, why her loved ones are still smiling through all that pain.
That hit me. I've been scammed. I've been scammed.
That woman thought she was talking to her grandson, but it was a thief. How he got her money and what happened when he called her back.
On Channel 11 Morning News, we tell you what's new, what's happening now, and what's next.
News stories with new details.
Breaking stories, updated all morning. And developing stories to prepare you for what's next on Channel 11 Morning News.
news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
4 friends from Maryland who literally called me the day this happened, bawling their eyes out, and they met her like twice.
So that's like
she was just loving. Everybody loved her.
He is talking about his mother, Tracy Squibb, a Bible school teacher, shot while she was sleeping. She did not survive. Police say the man fired the shots, this man you see on your screen, into their home in retaliation for a botched drug deal, but he had the wrong house. Only Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie sat down with Tracy Squibb's children and her sisters who say she didn't deserve this.
This is the Bible school where Tracy Squibb worked as a teacher for 15 years. A mom herself, she was shot and killed while sleeping in her bed, all because police say the suspect hit the wrong house. Now her family speaking out for the first time about who she was and the hole she's leaving behind. 3 weeks have passed, and those closest to Tracy Squibb can't make any sense of the morning of July 20th. Tracy, a wife, mother, sister, and teacher, a faithful servant to her community and her church. To those who knew her, she had a larger-than-life personality with an even louder laugh.
She was just very outgoing.
Her laugh.
I was just going to say her laugh.
She had a laugh that nobody else has, except me. I have a little bit of it, but hers was definitely much louder than mine.
People made a comment they heard her long before they seen her.
Anything fun Tracy wanted to be involved in, and Tracy brought fun to anything that she did.
The man accused of killing her, Nathan Quidetto, allegedly hit the wrong house in retaliation over a botched drug deal. Tracy was never the intended target. Her tragic death leaving a hole in the hearts of those who knew her.
I mean, everyone knew, Tracy and how lovable she was. And one thing I learned, I said this at her funeral, was the one thing I learned after she passed was she was everyone. I thought she was my best friend, but she was everyone's best friend.
And they all said she was the cool mom. Everybody wanted her to be their actual mom because she was a cool mom.
Everybody loved her. She loved everybody. All my friends were like sons of her. This kid literally lived in my house, and they all were like kids to her, and she was like a mom to them.
Now her family is grieving over her untimely loss while still trying to pursue some sort of justice along the way.
Because she was a church member, an employee, a best friend. I was one of them, and all of these things. And there's absolutely no way that you could possibly replace her.
Reporting in Derry Township, Melanie Gillespie for Channel 11 News.
Just an incredibly sad story. You really feel for that family. They have started a GoFundMe page to help with the funeral costs, and you can find that link in this story on WPXI.com.
The person on the other end of the line sounded like my grandson with a cold. Then it hit me. I've been scammed. I've been scammed.
Oh, someone stole $7,000 from her, pretending to be her grandson. He said he had been arrested and needed money wired to him, or else he was heading to jail. So she wired that money, only to find out, yes, it was a scam. After she filed a police report, the scammer called her again and offered to send the money back, but she doesn't expect to ever see it.
I hope they get caught, and I hope he spends time in a jail cell and he calls his grandma, and she's not as nice as me.
Pittsburgh police say if you get a call asking for bail money, call local law enforcement first for more information. A warning about census scams that could be in your mailbox. The Better Business Bureau says scammers could send you emails which look like they're from the Census Bureau. The BBB says you should never give out any personal information like your social security number or your credit card numbers. Also, you should never donate any money or click on a link which could be infected with malware.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Happy Friday, looking nice and comfortable right now in Pittsburgh at 79 degrees, mix of sun and clouds outside on the drier side. And right now, dew point's even not that bad, but humidity will continue to increase throughout the day and throughout the weekend into the beginning of next week. So kind of getting back to the uncomfortable humidity. But for today, we actually look pretty good. Temperatures right around normal for this time of year into the lower 80s. A mix of sun and clouds will continue. Some could see more sun than clouds today, which is nice. A nice way to end the work week. And we have a good bit of rain to our east, showers and thunderstorms. But here in our area, we've been on the drier side, and we do, as we look farther toward the south, have just a spare spotty shower to the south and east of Uniontown, and that's pretty much about it right now for our area. But we could see some more action as we go later into the afternoon and evening hours. Models have pretty much been in agreement with rain to our east, so the far eastern area, and those that are favored for showers include Indiana and Kittanning. That has been a spot that consistently shows rain as we look throughout the models. Even into the evening hours, as we go toward around 8 o'clock, still seeing a good bit of action right in that area, so farther towards the east. I'll even say north and east, but notice Newcastle, Beaver, even Pittsburgh and Washington staying on the drier side. So if you have any outdoor activities, you're actually looking good to go. If you are in Kittanning, Indiana, even towards Johnstown, even Greensburg, if you have any outdoor activities, have a plan to maybe bring some of those activities inside and maybe have your rain gear handy just in case you run into a rogue shower later today. But the showers really don't last long into the nighttime hours, getting back to quiet conditions. And we're going to stay quiet throughout the rest of the night. Temperatures falling into the 60s, around 63 degrees. A really nice night. Overnight lows right near average. Mostly clear for tonight, a light wind. And then going into tomorrow, those temperatures starting out mild, but warming into the lower 80s with a good bit of sunshine. And we'll see plenty of sunshine and heat for this weekend. So we're going to have a wind direction shift pushing in warmer air into the area, and we'll see those temperatures rise. You can see it right here on the 5-day forecast. Check it out. Looking at the weekend, mid to upper 80s, sunshine, and then on Monday, 90s back into the forecast, and we're going to be mostly sunny.
There are so many different types of face masks, and researchers tested them out. Next, you may be surprised by the masks that failed. A push to get a COVID-19 vaccine faster, the risks and rewards that could come from a new type of clinical trial.
On Channel 11 Morning News, we bring you what's new, what's happening now, and what's next.
That means our newsroom is always searching for new details and new stories. It also means breaking. If it's happening now, I'm on it, bringing you live updates from the breaking news desk.
Our crews know the mission, too.
We should get this on air now.
Brand new confirmed information, preparing you for what happens next. How will news stories, weather, and traffic affect your day?
What's new, what's now, and what's next every morning on Channel 11 Morning News.
Pittsburgh's Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Well, a new radical idea could get us a COVID vaccine sooner, but with great risks. Scientists at the University of Oxford are calling for challenge trials. They want volunteers who they can deliberately infect with the coronavirus. There's a big ethical hurdle there, as you can imagine. Researchers would be giving those volunteers a pathogen with no proven treatment or cure. A group gathering volunteers, though, says over 30,000 people have signed up to take part. United Airlines has updated its mask policy, banning the use of face coverings that have any kind of opening or vent. Now that face masks are part of our everyday, researchers are putting 4 different types to the test. Researchers wore 4 different masks. They coughed into Petri dishes. 3 days later, 3 of the Petri dishes had no bacteria, but the dish with the surgical mask had 2 areas of growth.
This does show that face mask prevents bacteria coming out of your mouth when you cough.
The 3 masks that allowed no bacteria to get through were the N95, cloth, and neck gaiter masks. A sushi restaurant in San Francisco has taken outdoor dining to a new level of safety. 3 plastic bubbles are now on the sidewalk outside the dome's enclosed tables and chairs as customers eat their meals. The bubbles have been relatively popular. The weekends are already fully booked. The restaurant's owner says he initially tried takeout to stay afloat, but it just wasn't enough. We all know local restaurants and bars are really struggling, and owners here say they're at the breaking point. New information on their threat to reopen fully without the governor's okay. Testing delays can make contact tracing ineffective. 11 investigates why it's taking so long to get those results back.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
What's new?
What's now and what's next every morning
on Channel 11 Morning News.
Contact tracing is a key factor in the fight against COVID-19 spread, but with some people waiting weeks or longer for their test results, contact tracing becomes ineffective. 11 Investigates' Aaron Martin shows us what's causing this critical delay.
If you get an unexpected call from the Allegheny County Health Department, it very well could be from a contact tracer, warning you that you came in close contact with someone who tested positive for the coronavirus. The goal is to prevent community spread, but with massive testing delays, experts say that's becoming more and more difficult to do. Gar Berkery started his Delaware vacation with a bang by running a marathon. But within a few days, his body began breaking down.
To go from running a marathon and doing it relatively comfortably as you're going to run a marathon, to feeling labored, walking upstairs, doing a short walk with my dog, that's sobering.
The combination of severe fatigue, chest pain, and a fever led him to get tested for the coronavirus on July 10th. We recorded this interview 18 days later, as Berkery still didn't know the result. He eventually called Quest Diagnostics and spent hours on hold, only to be told they had no record of his test.
It's one thing to not get your test results, but completely another for them to basically say, your test is out there in the ether. We're not even sure that your test ever came through us.
Private labs say they're overwhelmed due to high demand, with turnaround times ranging from a few days to more than a week. According to the Allegheny County Health Department, 57% of coronavirus tests reported at the end of July were actually administered at least 1 week prior, and at least 2 of those cases were actually administered at the end of June. It's why some experts say that one of the most commonly used tools to track the coronavirus could be largely ineffective.
Unfortunately, when you have a lag of 5 days, 7 days, even into 10 days, there is no way you can do contact tracing.
Dr. Tariq Chima is a pulmonologist with Allegheny Health Network. He says without effective contact tracing, quarantining potential exposures becomes nearly impossible.
The notion of us doing testing to prevent this from spreading is probably not there. The testing at this moment is only there to kind of identify where our hotspots are.
But Allegheny County Health Director Dr. Deborah Bogan believes contact tracing can still be effective. During a recent news conference, Bogan pointed out the majority of test results are coming from hospital systems like UPMC and Allegheny Health Network, where most turnaround times are 24 to 48 hours.
We are able to do contact tracing effectively for those. The longer you get away from the test results, the less effective it is, which is why we've really been working with our labs to try to turn around tests more quickly.
While it's unclear when private labs will catch up, Chima believes there's still hope for the region to get ahead of the virus.
If we have enough contact tracers and we do more testing and more rapid testing, I think Western Pennsylvania could definitely get ahead of it. The numbers are not out of control at this point.
Following our interview last week, Berkery got an alert from Quest Diagnostics that his coronavirus test came back negative, almost 3 weeks after he was swabbed. He's hopeful fewer people will face the stress and uncertainty he's been dealing with.
That, to me, is the one mistake that I think I made, that I really didn't know what I was getting into because, of course, I didn't expect that I would have to do it.
Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
New today, leaders of a newly formed restaurant group say they plan to wait for a sit-down meeting with Governor Tom Wolf before they fully reopen. Small family businesses are still operating at 25% capacity indoors, and that's one reason they formed the Southwestern Pennsylvania Restaurant and Tavern Association. This week, they threatened to reopen fully, saying they are now at their breaking point. More than 150 people joined this rally in Bethel Park on Thursday.
They're down to nothing. They got to understand they're losing everything. The bills keep mounting up and nothing's coming in.
Dozens of politicians already sent a letter to the governor requesting that he listen to this group, and at last check, they haven't heard back. Pennsylvania unemployment claims dropped 20% this week. This marked the third time that claims were less than 40,000 since March. This is a new Wallet Hub survey, says that Pennsylvania is one place seeing the quickest economic recovery in the entire country. The study warns, though, we are still nowhere near pre-pandemic levels. Nationwide, the blip of an economic recovery that we saw in June is now going backwards. Our Washington correspondent Serena Marshall joins us now to explain the new job numbers out today.
With COVID cases spiking throughout the country, the slowdown in U.S. hiring is evident in today's newly released jobs report. The U.S. added 1.8 million jobs last month, a sharp slowdown from June's 4.8 million jobs, though. The president tweeting out from his Bedminster resort, great job numbers. As the Bureau of Labor also reported today, the unemployment rate is now at 10.2%, a decline but still above the peak of the Great Recession. These numbers follow yesterday's report that 1.2 million workers filed new unemployment claims last week, and a recent Cornell University survey found more than 30% of workers who were rehired have lost their jobs for a second time during the pandemic. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill,
the House stands adjourned until noon on Tuesday, August 11th, 2020.
The Senate also stands in pro forma, meaning lawmakers can head home but ready to return if and when negotiators strike a deal. Congress remains stalled, unable to proceed amid a $2 trillion differential, unable to agree on exactly what the right dollar amount is for unemployed Americans. Reporting from outside Washington, I'm Serena Marshall, Channel 11 News.
The FBI has a new top man in Pittsburgh, and there's no shortage of issues for him to deal with. Mike Christman says his office keeps tabs on everything from domestic terrorism to election security. With the November election less than 100 days away, making sure every vote counts is a top priority. He says the FBI established several task forces to deal with security and foreign influence after the 2016 election. He also says they have uncovered additional threats.
I think it's greater in some respects because we're more aware of it. I think our intelligence collection far exceeds what our intelligence collection was maybe pre-2017.
Christman also tells Channel 11 News that he wants to create more connections with the community, including reaching out to religious and civic leaders.
Costs continue even when there's absolutely no revenue.
The sound of silence at local music venues because of coronavirus, the new effort to keep them afloat. Music is giving comfort to babies in the NICU. It's the perfect companion during the pandemic when family is limited. Local parents started the program after losing their child.
It makes us feel good to help other babies.
Spreading joy to the most vulnerable makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
When you want news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
The Pittsburgh area has so many great music venues, from the Carnegie Music Hall to the Rex Theater on the south side, but right now those venues are mostly silent because of coronavirus, and they're still having to pay for essentials like utilities and insurance with no money coming in. Help could be on the way, though. Mayor Bill Peduto announced that he issued a letter in support of 3 bills that would offer relief to venues in danger of closing permanently.
We are bracing ourselves for a long, slow recovery. Nobody is really saying getting back to normal, but getting to whatever the new level is.
The National Independent Venue Association is supporting the Carnegie Music Hall during its hardship as well. Touchless faucets will be installed in public restrooms in Butler County. Commissioners approved the measures in an effort to address sanitization concerns because of the coronavirus. It's going to cost more than $100,000 to replace the faucets in the government center, courthouse, and annex buildings. Leaders say the costs are covered under the CARES Act. The pandemic has spurred the need for no contact and touchless technology, and the changes could make America rethink how it operates. That new technology includes cameras that automatically take your temperature at airports. At Hilton hotels, your phone call replaces the check-in desk and even the key to your room. Embassy Suites is utilizing robots to deliver room service. And Bevy makes a touchless beverage dispenser that connects to your phone.
It's making a good thing out of a bad situation, in that it's driving these companies to be more innovative.
Other changes include golf courses that have touchless ball retrieval and elevators that allow you to use your phone to navigate the floors. Getting kids to school this year will be a challenge, one of the biggest hurdles that districts are running into. Next.
Heat and humidity will be rising through the weekend. Up next, I'll have more details about your weekend forecast.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. Our weather can change in an instant. Depend on Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, to keep you ahead of every twist and turn. Real, clear, accurate. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper. That's coverage you can count on.
Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Busing kids to school this year is not just an issue locally. Districts anticipate problems across the state, and one of the biggest issues is finding enough drivers. The state says they didn't have enough people to drive before this pandemic, and social distancing rules on buses mean they may need even more drivers this year.
Could add 20 buses. I could have the assets here tomorrow, but without anybody to drive them, very difficult for these school districts.
Hybrid scheduling and parents choosing to drive their kids themselves to school would reduce the need for more drivers. But if drivers end up only being needed a few times a week, then that may make the job less attractive. We're learning more about the plans and the challenges of keeping school buses clean for students. Local bus companies have to disinfect frequently, but they have to follow each district's transportation plan, which can be difficult.
These plans require one student per seat, every other seat. It is going to provide a big challenge because we're not going to be able to get all the kids to school on time.
There is one policy that all school districts are implementing. They are requiring students to wear their masks on buses. Channel 11 and 11 Cares are making sure that students have what they need to head back to school. The Jerome Bettis Bus Stops Here Foundation is holding a Pack the Bus event. They're looking for used laptops or tablets for students. That drive is set for next Saturday, August 15th in the Stage AE parking lot from noon to 4.
Severe weather Team 11 forecast.
We're just watching this shower. Earlier in the newscast, I mentioned that between Indiana and Kittanning, there could be a few showers. That was a favored area, and there it is right there. A little small shower, even though it's small, really packing a punch with some heavy rain that you can see just to the south and east of Kittanning. So we're going to continue to watch the radar as we go throughout the rest of the day. But now if we could pull up weather too, there we go. And you can see that we are mostly dry across the area. Most of that rain is well off to our east. You can see it mainly to the east of State College. Pretty powerful thunderstorm. They also had a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And as we go throughout the rest of the day, our rain chances are at the low end of the spectrum. Now, keep in mind, we do need the rain. The drought monitor was updated yesterday. We are abnormally dry and also in a moderate drought. So we can use some higher rain totals. And actually this summer, rain totals have been below average, about 1.5 inches below average, with the average being just a little over 8.5 inches. We only had a little over 7 inches. So we have a lot of making up to do, but not a lot of rain in sight today, keeping rain chances pretty isolated. This weekend, no rain, which makes for a good weekend for outdoor activities, but doesn't alleviate the drought conditions that we see in our section of the state going into Monday. Isolated showers expected as well. So for the rest of the day, hey, it's a beautiful day. We do have hit and miss showers in the forecast, but if you want to get some grilling done, you are good to go. Sunny skies will continue tonight. Temperatures dropping mainly into the lower 60s. Could see a few upper 50s in a few spots. Also could run into some fog first thing in the morning. So if you're headed out and about, patchy fog, it could lower visibility. So just keep that in mind if you're headed out early as we go throughout the morning hours and heat up throughout the day. That fog will dissipate right around 11 o'clock. Should be completely clear. And then for tomorrow, another beautiful day expected. Mostly sunny. Those temperatures will continue to increase, and also humidity increasing. Not only today where we're getting kind of muggy there, but exceeding the muggy, kind of pushing towards the sticky area going throughout the weekend into the beginning of the new work week. And I mentioned that temperatures will be increasing. You can see it on our 5-day forecast. Temperatures for today right around average. For this time of year in the lower 80s, around 82 degrees. Again, an isolated showers, meaning most will stay rain-free, stay dry. But remember, we could see an isolated shower too, especially for those communities farther towards the east. Mid to upper 80s this weekend. That's not the end of the story going into your Monday. 90s are back, but we are sunny. Could see an isolated shower late in the day on Monday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms return on Tuesday.
And now here's local steals and deals, Lisa Robertson.
Hey, Lisa Robertson Morrison here with Local Steals and Deals, and this is one of the most popular ideas we have ever brought you. These are the Lotus trolley bags. Now, these are really cool grocery bags that allow you to be organized, efficient, carry things better, know where things are, not throw things away, throw things in the washing machine so you know where they came from. You get the idea. 4 amazing grocery bags, and here's how they work. Number 1, you're going to get this one, which is insulated. How great is that? You're also going to get one with sleeves and organization for eggs and a bottle of wine, because you know you're going to need that, as well as other things. You get 2 of the general purpose bags, but I just walk in the grocery store, right? Open it up, put it right in the cart. Now I have all 4 bags in the cart. Everything's organized as I'm picking it up and going, oh, the frozen food goes in the insulated. Oh, the eggs go here. And oh, the produce goes there. So now everything's organized. It's easy for me to see what I've gotten. It's easy for me to get in and out of the grocery store more quickly. And each of these bags carries up to 70 pounds. So when I'm going to my car, I put it over my shoulder. I'm supporting it with my whole body, not trying to be all the way out here. And I know what I have. I get it home easily, and I know where it came from. This isn't something where I'm walking in a store and I'm touching something everybody else. No, these are my bags from my house that came out of my washing machine. And how fabulous is that? By the way, right now my social life is pretty much limited to the grocery store, so I like to really look like a rock star when I go in. You should see the look on people's faces when I walk by with all 4 of these in my cart. They're like, whoa, what's up, right? It's awesome. These are one of the best ideas ever. You know you got a grocery shop. You know you want to be organized. You know you don't want to have a million extra things laying around. And you know you want to bring your bags to do it even better. Right now, if you go to localsteals.com, you can get these for 34% off. And by the way, they do great produce bags. You can find those on there as well. Great idea. Everybody needs it. I know you're going to love it.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
A dog got stuck in a tight spot, but he quickly got a lot of help.
Hold on, go back to your...
There he is.
He's right there.
His name is Winston. He got stuck under a sidewalk next to a house in Beaver Falls. The dachshund was apparently chasing a groundhog when he got stuck under the sidewalk. The fire department had to actually cut up the concrete. They lured him out with the promise of pepperoni. And he's doing okay, we hear. Cute little guy. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. Meanwhile, you can get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps by searching WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Have a great day.
Say Channel 11 News, 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
This is Take 5, highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hello and welcome to Take 5. Shoe company Vionic is partnering with Spark 360 for this year's Spark Pittsburgh Fit City Challenge. The program kicks off in September and encourages businesses to join to promote health and fitness amongst its employees. Joining me today is Dr. Jacqueline Cetera from Vionic. Now, Dr. Cetera, tell me about Vionic's partnership with Spark 360 for the Fit City Challenge.
Well, Spark 360 really wants to keep people healthy, and that aligns perfectly with Vionic. At Vionic, the whole company really is designed to keep people active, walking, and living their best life.
You're the innovation lab expert at Vionic. What made you get involved in the podiatry industry?
When I was pre-med in college, I met a really great podiatrist who showed me how wonderful podiatry was as a profession, and I observed him and never looked back. I've been making a difference 1 foot at a time.
Can we talk about the importance of properly fitting shoes, especially as people begin signing up for the Fit City Challenge?
Sure, it's super important to make sure that your shoes fit right. If they're too tight, you'll get blisters and the feet will rub against the shoes, causing other problems. If the shoes are too loose, you can have similar because the feet are moving around too much. So you need to make sure that your feet fit just perfectly, just like Cinderella. You want to make sure that the width is right and also that you're measuring for your longest toe. So for instance, if your second toe is longer than your great toe, you should go with that length.
And why are supportive shoes important when participating in just daily activities?
Support is super important because your feet are the foundation of your entire skeleton. So when you support your feet, it aligns your knees, your hips, and your back.
What are some tips for general foot health, and what are some stretches and other tips for helping people to just get up and get on their feet?
Something really good to do every season, just like cleaning out your closet, is to throw away old shoes that do not serve you anymore. Anything that's old, thin, worn out will cause injury over time. So it is a very good idea to replace old shoes, replace them with a foot-friendly type like Vionic, that has cushioning, arch support, and shock absorption. Stretch your body and stretch also your calves. These are super important stretches to do that keep your feet loose and limber. Anyone who has heel and arch pain should focus on your Achilles tendon because that is also attached to your fascia, which causes fasciitis. So downward dog is a really great pose, which basically stretches out your lower back, your hips, and your calves. Stretching is super important, as well as massage and icing, especially after a lot of activity and end of day.
Thank you, Dr. Sutera. For more information on Vionic, visit VionicShoes.com. And to join the Fit City Challenge presented by Vionic, visit SparkPittsburgh.com.
If you'd like your business highlighted in a future edition of Take 5, please contact us at 412-237-1181. Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
From the WPXI newsroom, this is your Friday, August 7th news brief. I'm Peggy Finnegan. The Pittsburgh Public School District is now recommending no fall sports. The school board, though, will have the final say. Superintendent Anthony Hamlet released a statement saying that they understand the valuable role strong athletic programs contribute to the overall student experience, but that their #1 priority is student safety. The school board has a vote planned for August 26th. That comes on the heels of Governor Wolf's recommendation. Yesterday, he caught a lot of people off guard when he said that school sports would be put on hold until January. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association Board is meeting behind closed doors right now, and in the past hour, we learned that it will hold a voting session later today. Last week, the PIAA announced fall sports would move forward with no spectators. They called Wolf's announcement, quote, tremendously disappointing.
It was devastating to hear that we did all this work for nothing, and now we have a season. It's like, it's important to us.
I'll be very devastated, but I can't hit it. I can't take it too hard, because like my mom said, you always kind of keep moving forward in life. So I'd be devastated, but I'd keep getting to work.
The PIAA says schools have worked diligently to create health and safety plans to allow students to safely return to athletics. State Republican lawmakers characterized the governor's decision as out of bounds. Senate Majority Leader Jake Corman said the announcement just came out of nowhere and will devastate student athletes, parents, and their communities. He's calling on the PIAA to continue with its plan for youth sports despite the governor's recommendation. Breaking news from the Penguins. A switch at goalie. Tristan Jerry will be in the net for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup qualifier. It is win or go home. The Pens are down 2-1 against Montreal in a best-of-5 series. Matt Murray had 27 saves Monday night, but he helped let the game get away from the Pens on Wednesday. The face-off is at 4 this afternoon. The Steelers are one of 3 NFL teams who had 0 players opt out of playing this season. Athletes were given the option of not playing over coronavirus concerns, and the deadline to tell the league was yesterday. Mike Tomlin said he was confident he would have a complete roster heading into on-field workouts at training camp. The Steelers do have 3 players on the reserve COVID-19 list. Teams are not allowed to reveal if those players tested positive or if they just came into contact with someone who had the virus. Since the start of the outbreak, the Port Authority of Allegheny County has allowed workers with high health risks and family care issues to stay home with pay, but they've ordered everyone to get back to work. Channel 11's Mike Holden explains why.
The Port Authority may soon have some issues when it comes to staffing workers and drivers for buses like this. There is growing concern from riders, and they're wondering what will happen next in the middle of this pandemic. The Port Authority has ordered all employees who are not sick or in quarantine to come back to work. Some have been off due to COVID-19, general health concerns, and child care issues. They're now being asked to return in preparation for full, already scheduled bus service, which starts on August 23rd. A Port Authority spokesperson says they are taking necessary precautions on board with protective barriers and social distancing practices. However, he says they are short on staffing and have been since the beginning of the pandemic. Even with ridership down to half of what it once was, they're still trying to fill pre-routes and get people to where they need to go. Riders told us this is crucial.
I really think they should come back to work. You know, I mean, you just got to take precaution and you just got to sanitize and keep your distance and everything.
Port Authority spokesperson Jim Ritchie told Channel 11 they are working through the process and in part, quote, "We are doing everything possible to provide the transit services our region needs while protecting employees and riders." I'm now tracking the community impact if routes were to get cut, plus working to get a statement from the union for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting downtown, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
The FDA is loosening the requirements for surgical masks, citing shortages. This means disposable, single-use masks can now be used in healthcare settings. Nurses unions, governors, and other groups say they're struggling to get personal protective equipment for frontline healthcare workers. The White House has repeatedly said PPE supplies are adequate. The U.S. has already seen so much death from COVID-19. Now there's a new prediction that it can get much worse. A new tracking model says deaths in the U.S. could jump to 300,000 by the end of the year. But as NBC's Tom Costello reports, that model also shows there's a way to keep that from happening.
A grim new prediction. Nearly 300,000 deaths in the U.S. before the new year, according to a research center at the University of Washington. Almost double the number of deaths the country has seen since March. However, experts say if nearly everyone starts wearing masks now, that figure plummets and almost 70,000 lives could be saved.
If every individual is wearing a mask,